Hey, we are back on Facebook Live for the first time since New York, and this time we are overseas. We are in very close to your hometown in London. Where are you from again in the UK?
Born in Manchester, grew up in the southeast of England, close to London, so not too far away from where we are right now.
So you're able to adjust to the time zone much easier than I am. I'm running on approximately 4 hours of sleep for the last 2 days. I took basically a nap last night, so it's great.
I've lived in the US for long enough to know the difference. However, I can relate to more of the cultural norms of over here in Europe, so I appreciate that. Full English breakfast, the only way to start a day like this one.
Yes, I am learning a lot of the UK traditions, such as needing to plug in your hotel card to turn on lights. I was walking around in the dark all last night, so it's fine. I figured it out like this morning.
Welcome to the UK.
Yes. Well, so talking about being here in your old stomping grounds.
Yes.
You still have a lot of family here, which I'm assuming you're probably going to be visiting, but and otherwise now they're watching and they're going to be very upset. But when you hear, when you're talking to them and you're telling them a little bit about Couchbase, and I'm sure at some point they've asked you, what exactly does this company do? How do you explain what we do?
Yeah, it's a great question because I think that's true for all of us that are in the tech space today. It's kind of like, well, what problem are you solving in a way that I, the ordinary person, can understand? And I think the easiest way to talk about what Couchbase does is that we help people leverage the massive amount of data that now exists in the world, and we apply that data to change people's experiences for the better. So our focus as the inventor of the world's first engagement database has really been about helping our customers support their customers by delivering a lot more OMG and a lot less WTF. Because I think all of us in the world today are frustrated about what's not possible. We can see the potential, and yet somehow it's not possible to make that a reality so much of the time. So what we try to do is to work with our customers to figure out where are the things that are holding them back. They all want to be more effective, more productive, more competitive. They have more information flowing than they've ever had, and they're not leveraging it. They're not using it, and so they need a new data platform for that purpose. And we think the difference we make is so great. We talk about revolutionizing innovation in their businesses, and that's what we try to achieve for our customers. And here we are in London today with people from all over Europe converging together with partners, customers, developers, all here to understand how they've been using our platform, how they can make more use of it, what they can do differently, and start their own revolution. So it's a pretty exciting environment to be in today.
And you said something on stage earlier that I really caught on to, and I'm sure I'm going to butcher the quote, but it's fine. It was something along the lines of we're living in unprecedented times. We're solving issues that have never been solved before. Can you talk a little bit about that and what that means for our customers?
Yeah, for sure. So, I think all of us would recognize the convergence of technology and people is creating new possibilities for us. They call it the fourth industrial revolution. This is the sort of cyber reality where we can no longer tell whether we're talking to a computer or we're talking to a person. Kind of scary on one level, but if you apply it the right way, you can solve really important problems. For example, we're working with one of our customers who looks after diabetes patients. In fact, I have a diabetes patient in my own family, speaking of families. And so this company is now able to remotely monitor that patient's diabetes experience and automatically calibrate the treatment that they get so that the patient no longer has to do the old blood prick to figure out what's going on, and then maybe they get it right, maybe they get it wrong. How many calories is this thing I'm just about to eat? You know, that kind of experience? We've taken now the intelligence that exists in the medical community and applied that directly so the patient doesn't have to have all that responsibility themselves to improve their experience on a day-to-day basis. So healthcare is an example that is being radically transformed, but you know what? So is financial services, the way that we interact with our money and get access to information around that. We are working with a company called Yapstone that's a mobile payments processing company. Their mission is to transform the entire banking industry. By the way, they're a company not much bigger than us. They are going after the biggest target in the world in the financial space, and they believe that they can do something so radically different and better that they're going to make all banks obsolete. those are the kinds of customers that we're dealing with, people that have ideas to use this technology to do something really transformative. And that really expands across the full spectrum. There's almost no industry today and no experience that we have as consumers today that cannot be enhanced and improved through more intelligently using technology and data. And the biggest inhibitor, in fact, nearly 90% of companies say it's their legacy databases that are the inhibitor, that are stopping them from using data to solve these new problems. And that's why we say it's unprecedented. We've never reached a point in time where there is so much agreement that what we have today is not working and will not work and will not serve. And there is a need for a new solution, and that's what we bring into market. And that's why all these people are here talking about that.
And so, one, I am going to use this interview to share exactly what Couchbase means to my dad, because he has diabetes. So now somebody in my family will at least understand it.
Fantastic. Well, there's a lot more people than we think.
Yes. And the second thing I heard you say was a company not much bigger or around the same size as us. And it's funny that you said that, because over the last year, there have been huge things that we're doing, and including growing as a company. Hello. But can you talk a little bit about the major things that we've done over the last few months, days, weeks, years, and what is happening for our customers because of it?
Yeah, by all means. So it's been a really full year. In fact, we just wrapped up our financial year, and we looked back and we said, well, we've grown our customer base, we've grown our partnerships. In fact, we introduced a whole new partner program we call Partner Engage. We're seeing hundreds of partners now wanting to come and work with Couchbase to take our solutions, embed it in their own, and take it to market. We've been winning awards left, right, and center for both cloud-friendly and cloud hybrid across best new NoSQL database, across best new big data project with our customer GE Predix. We've introduced new products. In fact, we just announced a few days ago our release 5.5 on a Couchbase server. We introduced our Kubernetes operator, which brings automation into the platform environment. We've launched a managed cloud service. Man, we've been full on working with our partner Rackspace to deliver that. Our mobile 2.0 product is revolutionizing the edge. We've been all focused around what happens in the cloud, but we've tended to forget about all the power that exists at the edge now on all these mobile devices. A lot more data management has to now happen at the edge in order that we don't have to continually stream everything back and forth into the cloud. So that's going to create new possibilities. And we've added a ton of new customers to the family of Couchbase. Oh, and we've hired a bunch of new people. And by the way, we have a lot of openings at the company right now, because we are aggressively growing over 60% year over year in the most recent quarter, and we are plenty ambitious about where we're going next. So if you have skills that you could help a company like us grow, we want to hear about it. Please come onto our webpage. Please check out our careers pages. We would be super excited to have more folks join the company who can get excited about this vision, about where we're going, and making a difference in the world. We say we are the platform to revolutionize innovation because we want revolutionaries. People that are willing to think differently, willing to take risks, willing to try something out, people with ideas. If you have an idea and you want to see how you can express it, please make contact with us. We would love to hear from you, and we are really excited about what we're going to be able to do together. One of the things I love about where we're at right now is that no one can predict the future. It's not a predictable future, but I remember a quote from Winston Churchill. He once said, and since we're here in London,
I know, I was going to say.
Right? So he once said, "History will be kind to me because I intend to write it." And I love the idea that we can write our own histories. If you want to be known for something, why don't you do something that you can be known for? And I believe that with Couchbase and the Couchbase community, you can achieve something incredible that you could not even have imagined being able to do before you connected with us. So today's the day. Take a step and bring us an idea. Let's see what we can do together.
HR at home is just loving you right now. They're just we just need to always talk to him. But I think you have to go back on stage.
That is correct, yes.
But enjoy being at home for however long you're here. I'll see you back in the States.
You bet.
Where I know how to turn on the lights and everything else.
And I'll have my American accent back by then, so we'll be good.
I know it switches on and off pretty easily. But thank you for the time.
Pleasure. Always good to see you. Thank you, everyone. Facebook. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.